Hi friends, Brad Mitchell from MojoHost here. I'm going to try something new and do some video from my office. So I guess firstly, welcome to my office. I'm sitting here just north of Detroit, Michigan, here in Southfield at our new office and data center location. So as you can see behind me through a couple of glass walls is actually this new data center that we built. So with Earth Day fast approaching on April 22nd, I thought maybe I could spend a few moments here to talk about what MojoHost does for its part in helping with sustainability and good green choices. So when I built the data center, we made several strategic choices that I think really lend themselves to us being both financially and efficient in green ways, both together at the same time with a little bit more investment. So one of the choices that I made here was instead of buying batteries, everyone knows what a battery is, right? You've got them maybe for your computer, you've got a battery in your cell phone. Well, of course, data centers usually have lots of batteries too, right? They have those because when power goes out from the utility, you need some place that can hold all of the equipment and critical servers online while generators are booting up. Usually this takes, 5 to 7 seconds for generators to turn on. Well, so at MojoHost, I decided to go a different route. So in this data center, rather than buying batteries, which are corrosive, need to be replaced every 5 to 7 years, and pretty tragic when it comes to disposing of them in landfills, and they're also a fire hazard. So lots of reasons to not love batteries. I used a new technology, or maybe it's not entirely new, but it's a more expensive, I think more rarely implemented technology in data centers. We bought flywheels. A flywheel harnesses the power of centrifugal force. So basically, back in the data center, I know there's 4 flywheels that are operating right now. They're these big, heavy drums that weigh like 4,000, 5,000 pounds each, and they're spinning so fast. And the idea here is simply that when the power from utility cuts out, these flywheel drums continue to spin, and they're essentially generating electricity for the range of like 40 to 70 seconds. Well, we only need the first 5 seconds before power can be cut over to our generators. But use of this flywheel technology, it's very green, very efficient. It's requires less cooling than batteries, and it's better for the environment because these will have a shelf life of 20 plus years when maintained properly. Another thing that we do different here is rather than cooling like a traditional data center with raised floors where we have big air conditioning, we call them crack units around the perimeter of a data center floor. What we're doing instead is we're actually doing cooling right at the rear exhaust of servers. So what we have here is we have a chilled water loop that goes from these chilled doors behind the server cabinets all the way outside to our chilled water plants. And what this allows us to do is actually to efficiently accomplish this heat exchange right at the rear of the servers. So it's pretty awesome. And this means that we're able to have all of our cabinets be high density with their power that we can deploy and with the heat that they generate. But right at the rear of each cabinet, we're capturing that heat and we're converting it into room temperature air. So it's super, super efficient. And this style of data center is much, much more efficient than other environments that are using raised floor cooling. Another choice, really a funny one, I guess, is just even our choice to be in Michigan. So with Michigan, we have cooler climates, and this really lends itself to the data center being more efficient for a large percentage of the year. Because since we have cooler temperatures, it means that we don't even have to run our compressors and our very green chillers behind the facility in our chilled water plants for all of the winter months and much of the fall and a lot of spring and a lot of times even overnight just when temperature drops. So those are some of the things that we've done to be greener here at MojoHost. I think the other really worthy mention when it comes to a green initiative here has been our effort lately to migrate clients from what we consider to be entry-level servers and entry-level or legacy dedicated servers into our newest line of VPS or virtual private server. So what we're accomplishing here with our VPS servers is a really substantial savings of power in the data center, helping to make us more green. So basically, we're leveraging AMD's newest, fastest Ryzen technology to accomplish CPU speeds that we've never even seen before. here in the data center. That in combination with using Gen 4 NVMe really allows us to pivot into the fastest possible storage, even in a shared hosting product like that, to really redefine it and redefine expectations on how much performance can really be gotten out of a virtual server instance. But keeping it green, as we are, this actually amounts to a pretty tremendous savings. So we've got clients that we've mapped from single dedicated servers into all different tiers of VPS here. And each time we do that, we're really saving a couple hundred watts of power. And that stacks up, and really since even fourth quarter of last year, I think we've migrated several hundred instances. So I guess there's two parts to that. It's helping to keep us financially efficient so that we can offer a great everyday low price to our customers. But more than that, it's also helping us clean up our carbon footprint by leveraging relevant new technology and deploying it in the right way. So at MojoHost, we do this because it's good mojo, and that's what's important to us. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful week and do something green to celebrate Earth Day on April 22nd. Cheers.